What up, YouTube? Today we're going over Modern Warfare 2 settings, so let's get into it. All right, so we will be going over the controller settings. I do not play mouse and keyboard, so I do not have good settings for that because I can't preach to something I don't use. So we are going to be able to go through the button layout default. I don't flip anything. I have a default stick layout. But one thing I do is I do turn off the vibration. It just helps with your aim, gets rid of that buzzing in your hand. Apart from that, I do have my sensitivity pretty high, but this is something personalized that you should do. You want to keep that at 99. Anything else that's really changed? I do have my aim down sight behavior as hold, automatic tactical sprint. I toggle. I use ADS plus melee. You can have this off if you don't want to ever mount. Double tap to ADS is awful. I would not recommend. ADS, there are benefits to it, including being able to slide cancel. But if you ever go around a corner, you will automatically mount. So I turned it off because I found I was dying a lot more trying to shoot around corners than the advantage of having ADS and the slide cancel. So that just depends on what you want to do. Interact, I have prioritize interact, which allows me to be able to open doors at a tap of X, be able to res my teammates at a tap of X, but then I can be able to reload if I hold X. That will just help being able to identify what you're going to do so you don't accidentally open a door and have someone just mow you down in the doorway because they're camping it. The other thing, armor plate behavior, apply all. Advanced, I have my aim assist on. If you don't, why? Black Ops, I have it on Black Ops. You can have it on all these different ones. I found Black Ops feels pretty similar to the 2019 aim assist, so I like it, so I don't have to learn something else. This is really important. You can really choose any of these different types of aim response curve type. Yeah, aim response curve type. Got it. But you can choose one of these three different ones. They all have their benefits. I would read about them, get a good opinion about them. But to give kind of an idea, standard is probably what most of you are playing. Just as simple, as soon as you start ADSing, it will just follow the person and it will help slow down and stick to the person, basically. Linear, that will basically give you aim assist up and down so that if you are a sniper, it's pretty good because then when you get it, it will help gravitate towards their head. I use dynamic. Yes, I like sniping. It doesn't affect me too much. You do have to have a little bit of a learning curve because of it, though. But dynamic aim assist, I personally like because it also gives you aim assist while you are not ADS'd. This is extremely important, especially if you play any type of hip fire weapons. Apart from that, I didn't really change too much of this. I did change this to instant. I like that. Input dead zones. This is something that's pretty important, and customized zoom. So customized zoom, I have mine a little higher for long-ranged scopes. So if I have a sniper, it will help me make those micro adjustments a little faster. I just like it. It's good. And then input dead zones. You want your left stick and your right stick to be as low as possible, but this really does depend on your controller. Max these out to 1 and lower these to 0. You do not want any dead zone on your triggers. Next, sprint and tactical sprint, I have toggle. Auto move forward, I have off. I don't want to fall off buildings. Single tap sprint, grounded mantle, automatic airborne mantle, automatic ground mantle are all off. Standard slide and dive behavior, plunging underwater, it's just movement. I haven't actually used the water mechanic yet. I should try it, but I don't trust me on this one. Sprinting door bash I have on. ADS stick swap off. Interrupt ADS behavior. Weapon mount movement exit. I have this on. That means if you are mounted and you move, like you move your person, it will just take you off. Weapon mount exit delay short. Depleted ammo weapon switch I have on. Quick C4 detonation I have off. short delay on vehicle, camera initial position, free looks, scoreboard behavior. I have toggle, pinwheel delay, moderate, and that goes for the controller settings. For your graphic settings, I do have it on full screen borderless. What this does is if your screen is on full screen borderless, you can actually take your mouse off your main monitor. It's really good if you have multiple monitors, to be honest. This is your display monitor, whatever GPU you have. Dynamic resolution off, aspect ratio automatic, VSync off, VSync, just everything VSync off. Custom frame limit, I have it on custom. No, I want it on unlimited. Restart shaders optimization. This one's pretty important. If you're playing on a TV, 2.4. If you're playing on a monitor, 2.2. Brightness level, obviously, to your preference. Okay. HDR off. Focus mode off. Yeah, really, other than that, that's what your display graphics settings will be. Going up to quality. Quality presets. Yeah, I have it to custom, so I can customize it. You want render resolution on about 100, unless your GPU is a higher end GPU. Then you can put it to 140. But if you do that, just so you know, your frame rate will be dropped. It's just how it works. You get nicer resolution, you lose your frame rate. So someone with higher frame rate could potentially shoot you first because they're going to be able to see you first. This is supposed to be, no, this is on. This is actually an AMD application that they have added to these games to be able to help you, even if you have a GeForce GPU. So you want to make certain that this is on and put this to 100. Anti-aliasing, you want to SMAA to RT to X. Nearby level detail, high. Texture resolution, normal, low, low. Bullets, impact sprays. I have it on. I guess you can turn it off. It's not really going to do too much difference. Shader quality. Yes, it takes a hit to your GPU, but you want it high. Giving you higher shader quality basically lets you see people better in the dark. And as we know, in 2019, rose skins are evil and they just sit in corners. It's nice to be able to see them. Shader optimization. My bad. Tessellation off. On-demand texture streaming off. Streaming quality low. Shadow map resolution very low. Spot shadow quality low, off. Cache spot shadows off. Cache sun shadows off. Particle lighting low. Ambient occlusion off. SSR, my heavens, off. Depth of field off. World motion blur off. Weapon motion blur off. This game loves the weapon motion blur. And this is something that I still don't understand. Normally I have it at like 20 or higher. Put that down low. Field of view, 120. Make certain this is affected. If you do not have this affected, what are you doing? No. Have it affected. Weapon field of view, I have a default. I've been trying it a couple different ways. I think I'm going to go with wide, though. Yes. All right. I don't play in third person ever, so, I guess 90 first person. This is pretty important. First person camera movement, you want it at the lowest possible thing that they will get rid of, that they will allow you to have. If they, in the future, let you have this at 0, put it at 0. Audio. This is actually something that could be helpful, just knowing what you have. Headphone bass boost. I like it. It helps you hear footsteps. Master volume, obviously. I turn all the music off. Dialogue volume is 50. Effects volume, 100. Hit marker volume, 74. Basically, I can hear their steps really well. I can hear if I'm jumping. I can hear the things happening around me. But when the announcer comes on and is like screaming, enemy has planted the bomb or whatever, basically you just now hear that a little bit quieter. So it will prioritize those steps so it doesn't get you killed. And then hit marker, I like it at 75 just so I know that I hit the person. Voice chat, obviously, whatever you want. Everything else really is just personalization to what you want. Interface. This is actually really cool because you can change up a lot of different things to how you like it. But yeah, so like you can be able to change this up. I have a couple things that I would recommend trying out. Minimap should be squared. Do not put it round. Minimap rotation, I don't like it on. I actually do not like it on. A lot of people do. I don't. I would say keep all these things on. This isn't Valorant. It doesn't distract you because it's not going up and down. So keep your crosshairs on. Hit markers, visuals on. Damage-based hit markers on. Player name. Whatever you want. Fade after 5 seconds. I do that just so it's not on my screen because I hate it. Telemetry, default. Label size, default. Off. Connection meter on. I'm going to do that. Tooltips on. And networking icons on. Key system behavior, operating system. Yep. All these are on. One thing I do want to point out is the color customization. So basically what this will just do is you can be able to now change the colors to whatever you want. Go in, play around with that. All right, so those are my settings for Modern Warfare 2. With that being said, if you liked the video, please make sure to show that love by liking and subscribing, and I will catch you in the next one.